Leo, hello Leo, how are you guys doing? Thank you for clicking on this video. Leo, I love you. Happy birthday. Happy Leo season, okay? Okay, so I just want to clear the energy really quick. Okay, so I got your coffee cup. And I'm going to pull Tarot and Oracle, and I have the messages that I saw in your coffee before that I'm going to talk to you about, okay? So, I had to pull out my rune book for this, okay? So, I saw the rune. I'm drawing it like you can see it. It's the M rune, which is horses. And it's like two horses facing each other, and that's why the rune looks like an M. So this rune, I don't know the meaning of runes. I don't have it memorized, so I had to look it up, obviously. So I knew it was a good one though. I was like, oh, this rune, what is it? It's good. It's something good, and it's kind of everything good. So it represents big ideas, major projects, adventure, travel, a shift in location, a strong partnership that is going to accompany you in creating these great things in the world. Basically, the divine utilizing you and your person in this amazing way. This could be a person that you're already with, but I feel like for most of you, there's a lot of change going on. And then I saw a hammock here. So I feel like there's something here where you're going to get to this place of luxury. You're going to get to this place of relaxing, of this sigh of relief. There could be a lot of new things that you feel inspired action towards, like putting all of your energy towards. And something really great is going to come from this, okay? And then there is going to be a time period where you're going to be able to relax, but it's also kind of like saying, throughout it, make sure you are relaxing as you need to, because remember, you're going to be so much more effective when you have rested, when you have relaxed your mind, when you have taken a pause to just look up at the sky for a minute and breathe, or just like lay down for a little bit, connect, ground yourself again. Then I saw you in a hat, and this hat is like an honored hat, like which I guess could be like a crown. But it's like you're wearing this new hat and you're going to be honored. You're being honored for something here. And you're being seen, you're going to be recognized, but there is something here that you're taking a stand for. You're choosing to take a stand for something. You're choosing to be devoted to something. You're picking like your cause that. And it doesn't necessarily have to be fighting against anything or anyone, but it's like your life kind of represents this. What you're doing, your life's purpose here, this is what it represents. And you're being honored for that, for taking on this role here. And I feel like for a long, long time, you've done like the grit work for this role. And now it's time for you to be seen for all it is that you have done, There can be a lot of people that then want to try to re-enter your life, or people that just have responses to this success, to hearing about all of these beautiful changes in your life. People are going to be hearing about this, and then there's going to be responses from people. And there is a particular person, could be several different people here, that a person is like pushing someone to reach out to you, to talk to you. And is this because this person has a connection to you and this other person wants the info? So they're like, hey, yeah, isn't that your cousin? Go talk to them. Go find out about this. Find out about, there's something weird energy about gossip. There's weird energy about being insincere. There's weird energy about someone not utilizing their choices And you always get this kind of energy, this kind of envious energy, which is very common, for Leos to have around you. It's probably going to be around you for your whole life. You probably had it around you your whole life, and just varying degrees of it, honestly. But there's something here about somebody that may love you, but is not good for you. And they're not making any choices to change their life in any way. And that's not your problem. So it's like kind of this energy of you're not responsible for what other people think you're responsible for. It's your life to live how you want. And there is something about realizing that and sticking to this honored position and not giving into these people or these kinds of situations here is turning your hat is going to transform into a halo. And what's so amazing is I saw arms open and just like the halo up above. And it was kind of like, as within, so without. And it's like, you're this angel, you're this angelic being, you're this divine being here. You're choosing to embody the divine. You're choosing to be in alignment with your higher self as much as you can, right? Because we're humans, we're not the divine. But at the same time, we can choose to be in a higher consciousness level, to be unconditional love. You know what I mean? And that's what you're doing. You're holding that vibration, And that's what's so interesting is like the divine has beings of lower consciousness levels, of lower vibrations. But the divine doesn't leave the vibration they're in to be down here. And some person that loves you is requiring things of you that would cause you to lower your vibration. So the answer needs to be no. And that's just it. And I feel like you're seeing that. And as you're seeing that, it's kind of like there is a lot of glory that is coming to you in this life. I saw 4 pyramids, and it kind of was like showing me, the pyramids were angled in a certain way next to the river so that the sun's light was going across them. And it was said that, pharaohs were going to be traveling across this light. And then I saw a crocodile next to it. And crocodiles, they've been around since the dinosaurs. So it's kind of represents the old ways of being, and like silent, watching, lurking, and tricking you right to attack, right? They're hiding in the rivers, right? And the river is where you're going to go for purification, is where you're going to go. People can be baptized in the river. You can be delivered, down a river to the divine here. So there is something about the universe could be placing you, just like the pyramids were placed in a certain position for the sun's light to shine, you being the sun's light. So there's things about you being this beacon of light. And this person that's coming along to accompany you, this partnership here, to help those not get lured in and to find their own light here. So let's see about this. Oh, there's a mermaid in your cup. Oh, wow. This is a mermaid right here. She's like sitting, that's her head, this is her tail, right? Going that way. Wow. Okay. There's people here that are refusing to lift their head up. I see a person here, they're working, they're hard working. And, there's a bird flying overhead, and birds are symbols of hope. And the thing is, a bird flying may be a symbol of hope, and the universe can send you as many birds as they want. But if you do not choose to lift your head, you're not going to see the sign. And spirit cannot do that for you. That's the thing. And you'll just feel an urge sometimes to turn this way, an urge to turn that way. You may notice that your timing is just on point and is insanely awesome. but this is because you're listening to this. And there are people that get these messages and choose not to listen to them. So there is a person here that things are getting worse and worse for them. They could be an Aries, they could be a Taurus, they could be a Gemini. They don't have to be, but things are just becoming worse and worse and worse for them. There's a dark cloud over this person. And then here is a mermaid in a cage. Look, this mermaid is in a cage, right? This is the cage. So it's like this person, they want to put you in a cage, and you're not meant to. Over here, you're free. And that's what's happening. And this is this massive shift, this massive abundance, this massive change that is flowing into your experience here. This is flowing in because you're choosing to say, you know, I can't be in a cage. And now there is a female lion here. So this person is not respecting your divine feminine energy. And that's how you're going to know about this person. Some of you may get some kind of an inheritance or something, and you may find out that other people didn't want you to get this inheritance. They didn't want you to get this money. They didn't want you to get this level of success, but you're getting it anyways. There's something here that is going to be given to you that cannot be taken away. And this is a certain amount of money. You're going to start to figure out a way to get to this point to have this. And then this is kind of like locked away for your future. And then you can kind of have some to explore with, have some money to explore different ways with. But that chunk of money is going to be so, it's like you have never had a kind of security in your life. And that it's coming now for you. Okay, let's see about this a little bit more. The Bardo. Wow. And that's so interesting because this is talking about divine feminine energy, okay? This is talking about vulnerability and how there is such strength in vulnerability. And in your divine feminine energy, there is such power. There is a power in what other people would think is like weakness if you embrace it in this correct way. So there's something here that you are unlocking that is very, very powerful. And other people that don't understand this, they could see you as absolutely crazy. The box. But who cares? And that's the thing is, I'm going to look up the box, but it's like, you know, the mermaid is being put, and doesn't this look like a pyramid from overhead? Huh. And the mermaid is like being held in this box here. And it's like, no, you're not meant to be in this box here. You're meant to shine, and then you have the mentor. Yeah, so it's like you're going to get to this place of where you're going to be seen, you're going to be honored, and you're going to help other people figure out how to be honored. That's what I'm feeling here. You have the animal and you have the tear. So we got to see what this is about. I really like this mentor card. That's a really beautiful card. And then you have the one. So isn't that very interesting? Okay, I got to pause it and look up the meaning of these cards. Okay, sorry, bye. Okay, so the Bardo really represents this higher level of consciousness that you are becoming aware of. That doesn't, it's like a brief moment in time, an experience, a culmination of experiences, and through introspection, you see something here. And now this old box that others have put you in, that you allowed yourself to be put in, limitations, you know, it's not fitting anymore. And there is something here about, you know, I saw the mermaid in the cage. Someone's trying to put you in a box, and this is not going to work. You know, this is not happening anymore. So there's something here that's changing, and that the mentor, it's kind of like now what you know, you kind of, it's like you have to go forward with this call to be this, to represent this. There is some kind of a honored position with this hat that you're going to go forth and you're going to take this. But to go all the way with this, there's some things that need to be left behind. And this is what the animal is kind of talking about here. The animal really talks about, holding this deep connection with nature, with this divine, and there's something here about animals and, when a wolf in a wolf pack is injured, it's like, humans, we will mourn and we will mourn and we will want this human to stick around, even though they don't get to do what it is they want to do. That's a very human-like response. Animals, it's kind of like, okay, we'll give you a day, but are you going to be able to walk on that foot? Because if not, we got to keep rolling. Love you. That's kind of the energy that it is. Of everybody needing to be who they are and holding that vibration of who they are. And there's somebody here that is, the vibration of who you are and the vibration of who they are is very different here. And they could see things in a very different way than you, a very old school mentality kind of a way. And the ways of you, it's like it doesn't make sense to this person here. And then you have the tear, which can represent letting go. The difficulty, the sadness of letting go of something. Because when you're leaving a box, there's some animals that have to stay in that box. And that's just it. That's where they're at. That's their choice. So there's something here that has happened to you, that you've found something within yourself. And there's no going back now. And there's things that the relationship is never going to be the same. And that's just it. Someone that could be significant, their eyes, because this is like standing out to me. And there is this element of sadness, but there is this element of joy at the same time, because you have the one, and the one really talks about the unity of all things. Okay? And experiencing this is so profound that there is nothing else that you can give to. Everybody is where they're at, and that's their choice, and you have to go forth. There's like this divine mission that you need to go forth and do, and I feel like people feel betrayed by you, and that's simply not true. And your divine mission, it can be anything where you are in this glowing unconditional love energy, is pouring this energy into the world and exposing more people to it, more beings to it, and giving them the opportunity, increased opportunity. They need to take it or they don't need to take it. That's that. But helping raise the vibration of the earth when you do this. And there's something here about you cannot be a prophet in your hometown, because they're like, oh, really? You want to say all this unconditional love crap? Well, remember when you stole from the neighbor? You stole out of their garden, oh yeah, look at you, you're some saint over it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, you can't, it doesn't work that way. And the mentor understands how to discern what to be for what person, what that person needs, what that soul needs. And this is about giving credit to the divine. Glory to the divine is just working through you, and you're just grateful for this opportunity. And because you're giving this glory to the divine, you're actually getting glory as well. You're actually being honored as well. But if you're doing something to get glory, it doesn't work that way. So there is a roundabout way about things. Let's see more about this. And, the one can really talk about a person that also sees the unity of this world. and you know, has experienced that and wants to be their life to be in devotion to that, a representation of that. And look, you have Charity here. So you're really understanding how to go about charity, because there's something here about, like, you know, Mother Nature can be very harsh, right? It's like sink or swim. Mother Nature is not like, oh, well, you can't swim. Well, you know what? I'll just recede all the ocean here. No, you're gonna have to learn how to swim, or you're gonna be food for the sharks. Whoa, can be harsh, you know, but some people need that harshness, you know, because that's the only thing they're going to respond to. And also that's, you know, where they're at vibrationally. So it's like there's a lot that goes into charity, and you can have this good, genuine heart, but you give it to someone who's playing you, and then it just ends up being squandered here. So you're actually not doing anything good, then you're depleted, and then, you know, this energy of the divine, you're not embodying it anymore, and then you end up succumbing to taking advantage of other people, gossiping about, you know what I'm saying? So there is a way about this that you're now understanding at a whole other level. And there is another person that is going to help you. This idea that this higher conscious level, this spiritual experience here that you're being awakened to, this is your divine purpose to do this. And there is a calling for you. There is a greater purpose for you. There are people that will hear this message that you are speaking, you know, and they're not hearing it from other people. You know, there is some tempting things that are going to try to keep you where you're at. It could be a old love interest or a new love interest that represents that. And this is, don't give in to these lust situations here. Yeah, this is very interesting now. Because you don't want to give in to this kind of temptation. It would be so much easier to just do this, such as other people's path. It's not your path. And it would be immediately fulfilling, but you know, it would not sustain, you know? So don't give in to those kinds of things, because that's the only real benefit of the box, right? So you have this control card, which is a lot like this mentor card, which is so beautiful, because this is you really learning how to kind of harness your passion, this new information that you have been given, okay? And your heart, like where your heart is really pulling you, you know, because you have this idea to do something, and then you feel this in your heart, and then you make this decision, right? And then when you're making this decision from your head and from your heart, then you can follow through with this decision here to be in this particular way. Then you don't need outside things to give you some kind of a feeling, and then you'll think about it later. You know, that's what lustful situations do. You know, it's something immediate that you can hold in your hands, but then you feel an emotion, and then later on you think about it, and then you want to go the opposite way. You want to think about something, have some kind of download, okay? Come up with a decision. Then your heart, how does your heart feel about this? And let energy flow to your hands, to doing in this world. So that's what you're doing. It's not outside that is affecting you, you know. This is instead you, the divine coming into you, and you sharing this outward, you know. The way is within you. That's the thing, is the way is within you. And you're attracting a person who understands that the way is within them. They understand that too. And this is the thing. I would be aware of a person who fits in any situation. You know, everybody really likes this person. And they're kind of all of a sudden out of nowhere, you know, this tongue that the chameleon has, all of a sudden it's just like, you don't even see it coming. You know, and this person kind of blends in everywhere, you know. And with this volcano, there's like a lot of passion, there's a lot of chemistry, there's a lot of excitement. Anything that there's a lot of passion, there's a lot of chemistry, there's a lot of excitement, but there's a lot of unanswered questions here. It's very luring, and then quickly something happens here. It's like, beware of people like that and situations like that here. You know, you have the choice. Yeah, you're making this choice here. And you're making this choice to go forth here. And with these starfish here, which is so interesting, is the starfish talks about saving. You know, there's all these starfish washed up on the beach, and you got to throw them back out onto the ocean, or they're all going to die. And somebody walks by and they're like, well, why are you doing that? You can't possibly save all of these starfish. And the person says, well, you know, I made a difference for that starfish. You know, that one is still alive. You're right. I can't fix everything and everyone. There is a person here that's very defensive, and they want you to fix their life for them. And that's not your responsibility, but it's a weird thing because you are here to help people fix their lives, but not that way. The other way. This person is trying to have things go this way instead of this way, coming from the divine. And this is why this person's eyes are blindfolded, and there's a scale here. They're in balance here, and they have the sword of truth here, okay? They understand how to make these decisions. It comes from within them. They know the answer. They know the answer. Wow. You have vision, endurance, and exaltation. Look at this. This vision that you have has been very difficult for you. You've been fighting a lot of battles here. But you're holding true to this vision, and you're going to get to this point of exaltation. You're going to get to this point of being able to celebrate, being able to be seen, being able to be honored, being able to have your life be a celebration of life. Have your life be this vision. And did I tell you about the eyes? There could be a person here that their eyes catch your attention. And this could be a symbol for you to pay attention. Something remarkable is happening here. The connection is in the eyes. Wow. Yeah, you're breaking convention. You're breaking convention. And that's just it. That's just it. Okay, let's get some tarot, right? Emperor. Coming into your power. The ways that things have always been done are coming to an end, and there is a new emperor. And this is what, you know, is really happening here. There is this new wave of people coming into power, and their divine feminine is on point. And the charity that they give, the impact that they have is so profound. And you're going to be one of these people here. You have a person that is very serious about you. They're very serious about having a giving heart, about doing what is right. And this person is someone that is always open to learning, open to different experiences, but they're still so very grounded at the same time. And they know how to harness things in a really beautiful way. You have the Four of Swords here. This box, there is something that you've been hoping and praying to get out of. You know, maybe it's just like one thing after another, where it's always this situation where there is lust, but this is not love. This is not somebody that you're actually really interested in. And the people are all kind of fitting in these different boxes here that you feel like you can't actually have a conversation with anyone because spiritually you're somewhere else, you know? And this is like hoping and praying for a blessing. This is saying that resting, you having enough rest, and you turning any of your frustration over to the divine, you can do that. This is how you can break out of this box. This is how you are breaking out of this box, and how anyone that's trying to put you in a cage, you know, it's kind of like, oh, you're this magical mermaid, and how people want to make this story out of mermaids, that they are these, you know, lustful creatures, and, you know, that's all that they are about, you know, and put you just in this one category. Any person that does that, and it's like, no, actually you're a divine being, and you're a being that deserves this rest, that deserves this blessing. You deserve to have this peace in your life, and a way out of and away from any limitation is going to come from the divine, is going to come from meditation. Let me see. Let's get one more card about the Four of Swords. What is this about? The Ace of Wands. Turning your lust into a passion, channeling your frustration about limitations, the boxes that people have put you in, the trauma that you're overcoming here. You're not going to, there is a time where people could have inner childs that have not been healed. And so they act in ways of lust, so they get an immediate gratification instead of actually healing something and turning it into something beneficial for them that they really want, and not just the life that built up around them from what they observed in their childhood. There's something here like that, and this can talk about, you know, different addictions, or this can talk about different kinds of people. You can be addicted to kind of like gossiping or scary shows or something. Anything that is just, you're doing it all the time because it feels good, but it's actually not really benefiting you at all. And it's putting you in this state of needing it to feel better, but it will make you feel worse. And that can be a lot of different things, you know? And there's something here that you really have realized, and you really have decided to turn it over to the divine and channel all of this energy, instead of doing those things, into something that you really passionately care about, into something that you can create. And this is the opportunity for you to do this if you haven't done it yet, but most of you have been doing this, and now there is going to be an opportunity for you to do this on a grander scale. Mentor. Yeah. So this is really great. Really, really great. What the hey? For real. And then you have these blessings. And look at this crown. You know, this is how this hat is turning into a halo. You know, because you're learning how to be your life's purpose, to be the divine in the way that's uniquely you, authentically yourself. And this is really talking about the constructs of right and wrong and society, and what you should do and what you shouldn't do, and this family values and these morals. It's like, you need to do what's right for you. You know, it's like sometimes if you go to a hotel and if you leave the maid a tip, right? Because they work so hard and you appreciate them. And I'm not saying don't do that, but there's an eerie feeling to, I always do that, and then this time, how did I like misplace that money? because I will specifically take out cash to do this, right? And how did I misplace this money? I have no idea where it is, and blah, 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 and it's bothering me so much, and blah, blah. I'm like, well, maybe I'm not meant to give it, because maybe that's the day that this maid goes in there and she goes, you know what? Screw this. Nobody appreciates me. I'm going to go back to school. I'm going to do this instead, you know? And then this sends her on this whole other path that is so much more highly enlightened. Was I going to, by tipping her, was this giving a meal instead of teaching someone to fish, or the divine pointing them in the direction that's going to teach them to fish? So this is why you need to just be in alignment and just flow, and you're going to know the right way to respond to different people. And something is just not going to feel right in your bones, I feel like. And there's going to be a lot of people in this society that can have an argument for why you need to do this for this person, and it's wrong for you not to. But it's actually not. There is something here about defending yourself by choosing to choose yourself and put yourself first. Because the divine is never going to put you in a situation where you're helping someone else, but it's of a detriment to you. You know what I mean? That's not right. And this is something about this charity here, of how to really be charitable. Because there is a way where you can have everything and you can give so much more, you know? And there is something here about levels changing, this box being broken, you know? That's very, very important to reach this level here, because there's so much more that you can be used for, utilized for. The divine is utilizing you for something here. And it's not, there's like something about, you can't be a prophet in your hometown. This is like, I read something, and don't quote me on this because I don't remember details. So something about Taylor Swift, one of her concerts somewhere, UK, she did more for this area for feeding the hungry than the government did in a year, because of how much she donated or something like this. Now, I didn't check the facts on this, so I don't know that it's true. I just read it. But how amazing would that be if it is true? You know, she wears glitter and she sings about love. Divine feminine energy, and she's made it to this level where she can actually make such a profound change and in multiple different areas, and girls believing in themselves, right? Young girls, and you know, in this other aspect as well. That's amazing. That's what this is kind of talking about here. So I picked up cards from the table. Oh, I didn't even realize. That's why. Because we have the Emperor and the Empress. Oh, wow. Well, that's great. This Emperor may do something in charity, okay? And you may do something in your mentorship. And there could be a way that the two of you come together and this really explodes and takes off in a beautiful way, which is the Horse rune that talks about you, a partnership, a strong partnership where you can accomplish great things. The universe is taking you where you need to be, where you need to go. Okay, you have the Knight of Cups here. You have the Knight of Cups with the choice. So there could be a choice for you to stay with what it is that you know, or for you to move forward here towards something that you love. And this is like following your own instincts. Like animals don't have any rules. Animals do what they want, right? It's like, I'm going to follow my instincts, what's right for me. In the rainforest, you know, you don't have a sloth out here trying to be a jaguar. You know, that wouldn't go well, you know, and vice versa. So it's like we all have to be whatever we are in this rainforest of life to make everything function well. You know, you take one little bug out of there and everything is messed up. So that's what's happening here. Let's see what else about this Knight of Cups, because you could have a choice in love too. Let's see about this. Really? This is too many. I'm not even going to turn them over. Okay, we'll take it. Okay. You're choosing to go here. Within you, you know that something is right for you. You really do. You have the Seven of Cups here. You have the Page, or the Knight of Wands, the Fool, and the High Priestess. So this is really saying, yeah, there's a lot of different choices that you could make. You could rush over here. You could rush over there. You could rush over there. There is something about within you. You're going to know this is right. This is the right direction for me. And there could be a person that maybe is trying to hold you back from going forward. And it's kind of like saying, you know, if a person is all over the place, well, then you don't really need that, because you're going somewhere. You're starting something new. And this is about more than just lust or passion. This is about your life's purpose. This is about what the divine is telling you to do. So you're coming into a place of feeling very free, feeling very excited, in this place of discovery and looking into all of these different things and having a lot of different choices before you. And now you're coming into this place of knowing. Now you know, now you've made the decision, and then there is the action with the Fool to take the leap of faith and go forward here. So, yeah, I like this a lot. Ten of Cups. Yeah, and then this is leading to wish fulfillment. So there is something here that this choice that is very, you know, tailored to just you. And there's things that you're going to have to leave behind for this. And there is going to a new, you know, but at the same time, you know, there's this sadness here. But what you're leaving behind, I feel like once you go, you're not going to miss it. You have the Chariot, and then you have the Eight of Cups with Judgment. So this is like saying, no, I'm leaving. And anything that is meant to come back into your life, it will find a way where you're at up here elevated with the Three of Pentacles and then the Nine of Pentacles here. Yeah, you're meant to leave something behind. You're meant to go somewhere else in the world here. This is what this is saying here. And you're going to do this. This is something that you're going to do, and there's going to be another person by your side, you know, yeah. You're going to reach this place here, this self-sufficiency, this place of being satisfied with who you are and comfortable on your own. And there is going to be a way that there's going to be somebody that you're going to work with, that it's going to be really profound and really amazing. This strong partnership that is going to, you know, what did it say? This strong partnership that is going to, you're going to accomplish great things with them. You know, but it's like you're already accomplishing great things on your own, and so are they. And this reading is just screaming that. And oh, we have the Ace of Cups here too. Yeah, so this is just two really passionate, amazing people that have been through a lot in their life and have learned how to channel this into beautiful things. And the divine bringing the two of you together. You are meant to do this. You are meant to do this with this person. You are meant to have all of this beauty. If you're sitting there and you're thinking, oh no, this can't possibly be me. No, it is you. You're the one. And Spirit is going to show you this. This is going to be shown to you. Look at how the angels are here showing. The angels are here to show you this. The divine is here showing you this. You are not made to be in a box. You're not made to be a mermaid in a cage. And it's time for you to break out of this cage, and you're doing this. You've done the work, and now it's time for the reward to come to you. This is really beautiful. This is like profound, amazing. Yikes. Wow. Leo, I love you. I'm so excited for you, okay? This could have to do with okay, we got Cancer here. We got Aries here. Capricorn is here. Libra. Scorpio, Taurus, Pisces. You know, Aries, Taurus, Libra. We said that all before. Doesn't have to be. You're doing this. You're doing this. If you feel this, like something really amazing is coming for me, that's because you're right. It is. So, thank you so much, Leo. I hope this resonated. If it did and you want to like and subscribe, that would be awesome. Okay. Thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow.